What's up, everyone? I decided to go live tonight because I had a couple of topics that I want to talk about that's been on my mind, and I want to just really discuss it today with somebody out there that really needs this right here. For those who don't know me, my name is Larry Pringle. I am CEO of Perfect Fit Training Nutrition. We provide a service for people to be the best version of themselves through fitness, nutrition, and mindset. Today, I'm actually going to go over a topic that's been heavy on my heart this week, and it's about the levels of change. I know a lot of people when they go through these changes in life, they struggle. It's like a journey for them to actually go down these paths, and they fall short between one level to the next level, or fall short of just getting to the next level of their life. So I want to go talk about this real brief today, so we can go over these things and show you my 5 steps of how I got through my levels and how I help other people actually get through their levels of life. The first one we're going to dive into is awareness. When I started this journey out, I had to be aware of what was going on and what the problems was and why they was holding me back from the situations I was in. So I'll give you a quick story. When I started my journey, my kid's mother died, and it kind of threw me in a rut because I had to be a single father, and it put me in a spell that I couldn't just get out of. And I was always depressed. I was always angry. Had looked at life in a negative kind of way, and just couldn't get over it. And I knew something had to change, but I didn't know how to change. And so I didn't like the first. I had to start with my weight. I realized my weight was the biggest problem that I had because I didn't like the way I looked at myself in the mirror. I didn't like how I felt. I didn't like being around my kids and breathing hard every time we're doing a family photo and the camera's around, and then I'm sitting there and going, trying to gasp for breath. So I said, man, I got to change something. And it was at that time I got aware of myself to say, this has got to change. And it didn't start there. It didn't start there. When I started, I said, I'm going to try to commit myself to walking every day. Heard the word I said I was going to try. And I started a good day, then I stopped, then I started, and then I stopped, then I started and I stopped. And I realized nothing was getting done by doing it that way. So I told myself, I got to commit to this. And once I got aware to it, I put it on pen to paper that I needed to change my life around. And I'm going to do this until it's changed. So I started walking around my neighborhood every day. I did it every day. Started working around my neighborhood. Then I started branching out a little further out, trying to change that way around. And then that kind of helped. But it had to start off with me being aware of what I had to do first to actually change my whole lifestyle around and understanding the areas that I was strong at and use the areas that I was strong at to get past that and push past that limit of doing that so I could even be the person to be capable of doing that. And that helped me out so much. And if you somebody out there that's going through a journey like that and you feel like I don't know what I'm doing, stop for a second, write down why you keep going in the same situation. Do write down your everyday habits. This is something I did when I started. I wrote down everything I did, even all the bad habits. I started writing them down and I looked at them and said, wait a minute, what am I doing all day long? So now that I have it on paper, I'm actually aware of what it is. And all right, man, I'm sleeping in all day. Man, I'm eating junk food all day. Um, I'm procrastinating. I started learning all of that. And then I said, all right, now I need to fix all of that. And once you make yourself aware of situations like that, it'll actually help you change your life around. Number two was my desire. Once I got going and once I started getting a path going, I got this burning desire to keep going because I felt good every time I did a walk. I felt my body felt better. I felt like I completed something in my life. It gave me this burning desire to keep going. And when you get that desire to go, it gives you a big impact and it makes you want to just keep going and driving for life. So if you're somebody out there that struggles with desire, set a target for yourself. Set a target for yourself and go for it every day. Wish the desire for you to get better and improve at it every day so you can achieve what you're trying to achieve. Because if you don't have the desire to do it, it's going to be hard for you to actually get started because you're going to be doing it and you're not going to feel the sensation of actually keep going. And you got to do it for a positive change. So if you're trying to do this, look at it for the positive side of it. Don't look at it as the negative side of it, like it's a task. Look at it as I get to do this every day so I can change my life around and get to be the best version of myself. The third thing I had to do was I had to take massive action. Massive action. When I say massive action, I took action before, but I didn't take massive action. And there's two different areas of that. When you take action the first time, you're just doing it to get that sensation. But when you take massive action, it's almost like you got to put it in go and don't look back. It's almost like if somebody gave you a roadmap and they told you to go, you got to keep going. You already have the GPS dialed in. You know where your coordinates at. You're not looking back to see what's going on. You're going forward to try to get the direction of where you're trying to go. So taking action on it is going to actually improve you, keep you going, and it's actually going to give you momentum to actually get started. But the way to get started on taking action is to taking small steps. Start off small and then move your way up every day. It's almost like I tell my clients, even in the gym as a trainer, I say, hey, we're going to start off with 10 reps, then we can move up to 15, then we can move up to 20. But you have to take them steps to get there, and you have to become the person first to actually do it. Don't go doing 10 and you know you can't complete the fully 10 at the best version. You can complete the 10 to the point that you can actually do more, and then you can move up the ladder. But it's always about steps when you're taking action, and learn in the journey too while you're taking action, because you may fall. You may be running this race and running, and you may stumble, get up, realize you stumble, get back on your feet and keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep your pace going, because a lot of things you do in life, you don't want to keep your pace, and we start to slow down because we don't see it going the way we like it to see it. It's not for us to see it. It's for us to actually keep going and be measurable about this. It's a powerful thing I heard. It's called Pearson's Law. Pearson's Law is how you measure things. I don't want to go into depth about it because we talking focus on y'all, but you apply Pearson's Law, you can measure things and adapt them, and you can actually grow from Pearson's Law from doing it. But you have to take steps and have to create habits to actually start the impact and actually keep you going and taking action on everything. Now, number 4 is actually consistency. Consistency, I always say consistency wins the race. You got to be consistent about it every day. Say that I'm going to do this every day and be consistent on it and be committed to it every day. If you stick to it every day, it'll be easier to you. When I started my weight loss journey, I had to be committed to it. I had to be consistent about it every day. So I had to take it as a task that I'm going to be consistent about this every day and showing up. Even when days you don't feel like it, you got to be consistent about it and keep going. If you keep going and being consistent about it, it's going to help you actually achieve what you're trying to achieve in an incremental amount of time that you can get there even faster, because you beating yourself every day. You can say, hey, I'm competing with myself every day. So if I beat myself in this area right here, I can actually beat myself in the other areas and be consistent about it. As long as you be consistent about it and practice good habits about it, you're going to actually do good about it. Now, the last but least thing that is the most important thing is adaptability. Make sure that you know how to adapt to the situations, because some days you're going to be doing consistent. Time's going to be thrown off. You may go to the gym early in the morning, but then you might have to go in the evening. So you have to kind of adapt yourself to the situations at hand. It's going to be setbacks. It's always going to be setbacks. Expect setbacks. I don't care who you are. Expect setbacks in any journey that you're on right now, because it's going to be setbacks. It's going to be things that are going to hold you back from actually getting the way you're trying to go to. But you got to understand that the setbacks are nothing but it's going to make you stronger in the long run. Keep succeeding at it, excel at it, create strategies to be adaptable to it too. When you have these situations that happen, you got to learn how to actually be adaptable so you can actually take those situations and increment them and actually help you grow. This is going to actually help you get through situations so it's actually understandable to you so you can actually get clarity on it. So being adapted to everything is when situations get tough, you can say, all right, I couldn't do it this time right here, but I can slide in and do it here, and it's not going to change my flow state at all. So when you do these things, it's going to actually give you the capability that when things ever happen in the future, you'll be able to actually understand it and move forward and push past that limit. These are my 5 tips right here that actually help me get to my levels of change. Like I said before, you have to go through, the first one is being aware of what you got going on to help you get there. Then you have to have a burning desire to actually do it. Then you have to take action into doing that. You got to stay consistent at doing it, and then you got to be adaptable to it. So if you do these right here, all 5 of these things right here, and write them down, get you a task board, get you a pen or get you a paper, get you a notebook, get you something that you can have, a legal pad, and sit down and write down your wins for the day and actually see what you did. And that's going to help you be more aware of what you got going on. And it's going to help your desire get even stronger. It's going to make you want to take action on it because you're actually completing everything in it. And it's going to keep you consistent about it. And then even when bad things happen, you'll be able to adapt to it and grow. Hope you can find this information valuable. Like I said, these are ways that I did it. It actually helped me, and it helped me actually get through a flow state that actually kept me in momentum. Hope you found this information valuable. I'm doing an actual 7-day challenge that's going to help you actually recharge your body, recharge your mind, and actually help you get to where you're trying to go to. So I'll put a link at the bottom down for the 7-day challenge. If you're interested, opt into it. We'll be starting next month. I don't have an actual date, so you'll just be actually. We find this valuable, and I'm out.